Of course, it's the people that are so vocally and publicly against things are just projecting their self-hatred onto others. Seriously, it's always the senators who are like, we need to make, like dudes making eye contact, that's got to be illegal. That's terrible. They're all going straight to hell. And that's always the one who you find out, like, sex trafficked their pool boy or something. Like, for real. It's, people are ridiculous. Okay, we're going to, hang on, find hopefully another piece of scrap clay that's a different color so we can see it. Of course, as it was shocking to me to find out how much of the LGBTQ stuff comes from closeted conservatives. For real. Having grown up in, like, the liberal church and stuff, yeah. It's interesting, because not that there's, like, a bunch, in, like, my sector, essentially, but just that's growing up in a culture, in an environment where it wasn't considered, like, taboo or bad or something. Like, you would see basically how many adults are actually, LGBTQ or pan or any one of, anywhere, in the, like, I don't want to say alphabet soup, but you know what I mean? And then later in life, like, they're like, oh, well, blah, 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 that's super illegal. And it's like, do you know how many fucking queer people are out there? Do you know how many queer people are out there? And everyone says, I keep asking people, where do I find the people my age who is clean and doesn't do the drugs and weed? And their response is, your expectations are is unrealistic. Ain't gonna find anybody like that. I don't know, it's hard to find anybody that days. Of course, it's like, look at that big pastor got outed by Grindr recently. Ooh, see, I did not see that. I don't partake in the news. Sam raises a hand and says, Pan! Right? And everyone, you might, I don't know if you want to hear this or not, but where do you find the people who you are your age who, and see, you say clean, meaning doesn't do the drugs and the weed. This might not be the answer you're looking for, but, like, essentially very, very conservative spaces where there are young people who have not yet been exposed. So you're talking about, like, Amish bowling night, or joining a quilting bee with the Mennonites. Like, for real. And also, it's, yeah. If you're out there looking, you're never going to find it. That is not how, it works. And I can't remember who said it, maybe Aeneas Nin, but the place in which I exist will not exist until I create it. And so if you want to hang around people who make the choice to not do that, then, start a group. Be the founding member. And everyone says, I'm fucking sheltered as shit. Maybe knitting is where I find my person. And see, here's the thing. You gotta stop looking for your person, babe. You're young. Look for yourself. Look and find out who you want to be without someone telling you what to do or what decisions to make. Your parents have been doing that. Not your parents, but you know what I mean? The system has been doing that. Like, things have been happening that's been going on for you for a long time. Take this chance to find out who you want to be when you're making all of the call. Like, when you're calling the shots. When there isn't someone saying, well, why don't we go this? Why don't we do the thing that I'm into? Find out what you want to do, and then you'll be ready for a partner. Because we have to remember, if we're out there looking for partners before we're emotionally ready, not only are we looking at possibly hurting ourselves, we might be unwittingly emotionally hurting people who were ready for something. And so we have to be ever mindful that our actions don't just affect us. That's not a thing in modern society. Even if you don't mean to hurt anyone, even if you don't mean for your actions to adversely affect someone, that doesn't mean that you can avoid it. So I would say the responsible thing to do is figure out who you want to be without someone else. It will come. Of course, as I was not looking when I met Boots, neither was I. I was not looking when I met my husband. Sorry, we're trying to figure out how to make a pineapple top that looks cute, but also is not ridiculously complicated to make. There we go. I think basically like that. A three-pronged thing. And then we can add another leaf to it. Okay. Maybe we'll just get a little piece of wire. No, I don't like doing that. Alright, well if that is cute, we've got a plan, we've got a body, a beard, a nose. I think we have colors selected for all of those. Let's see. Green top, yellow. And then do we think brown? I think this is kind of like a neutral brown. It's not like a deep, rich chocolate brown, but just a quieter, kind of dull neutral. And then a light green beard to give it like a fresh look. Yellow for the pineapple, and then we'll probably dust it with chalk pastels before we're done. And then a little green hat. Or a little green gadoop, so to speak. Okay, so let's find a chunk of yellow. We will pick the color for the hats, and we will go from there. Okay, what color yellow do we want for the pineapple? And I say that very specifically because it's not, of course, and if you want to add an eggplant gnome, I'd buy it for the wife. If you want, you can commission an eggplant gnome from me and I will make it for the wife and then I'll put her initial on the bottom and I'll mail it to you. Yeah, I'll make you one. Oh, that'd be cute. I don't know if I have the right purple. If I don't, I'll get it. Because that sounds super cute. I have to write that down. Okay. Oh yeah, so I very specifically said what color do we want it to be, not what color is pineapple. Because even if it's not the most accurate, we want it to look cute. So this one is very bright clarion yellow. It does look kind of like pineapple you'd see in a can. And this is like this is cadmium yellow. Very saturated. Very yellow, yellow, yellow. It doesn't look watery at all. This one looks kind of watery. But what does the outside of a pineapple look like? You'd think that I'd have a freaking million pineapple reference pictures because I've made pineapple stuff for Aerie lately. Pineapple. The left one looks better. Ooh, they look very green in these pictures. Some of them look brown. Okay, I think this color and then a light dusting of brown. We'll pull out some chalk pastels and mix up a nice little brown. I don't think we want to alter this one because let's say we decided, oh, I want this a teeny, teeny, tiny bit lighter. Well, by the time we squooshed in whatever little bit of light, like other color to change it ever so slightly, the clay is already going to be like super conditioned and like exhausted already. And so better just to grab a chunk and leave the color as it is. And see, we're going to take our little oven hand. Oh yeah, see, That will condition nicely. Oh, also, you guys, I need to register a complaint in general. So, there's a movie, and it's out now, and it's called It Ends With Us, or something like that. And apparently there's been a big controversy about it. I'm not talking about that. That's not what I am talking about in the freaking slightest. I don't know what happens in that movie. I'm not here to make a judgment about that. But I gotta tell you, I was... Erie! Hi, honey pie. I'm currently filing a complaint about a movie. It Ends With Us. It's based on a Colleen Hoover book, and now there's like a big controversy about how it portrays domestic. Look, I just made this into an eyeball just because Ari appeared. Look at that. You know, there's a controversy, something like romanticizing domestic violence. I'm not talking about it in that sense because I have not seen the movie. I know nothing about it. All I know is that I was looking in a magazine and they're like, Blake Lively has been wearing lots of flowers lately. Good for her. And they're like, she stars in this movie. It Ends With Us. And well, her character is a florist named Lily Bloom. And I was like, really? Are you fucking kidding me? What kind of she plays a florist named Lily Bloom. Exactly. Cancelled. Sam says, we summoned the Aerie. Yay! But it just reminds me, Admiral Bone to pick, right? And so, George Lucas likes to give characters, ridiculous names in some of his stuff. And, notably, there was a character named, it's somebody went undercover, and their undercover name was Moralo Evol. They had evil morals. Come on! But yes, a florist named Lily Bloom. It just reminds me of, J.K. Rowling, she gives her characters, ridiculous names based on where they're from. Her one Asian character, her name is Cho Chang, and those are both last names, and they're from, different cultures. From different, countries. And so her name is Cho Chang. But the joke is, a bag of, frozen potatoes O'Brien, which is, a way to cut up potatoes. And it just said, Potatoes O'Brien. It said, J.K. Rowling naming an Irish character. Ari says, I thought you said Lou, and I couldn't figure it out. No, Lily Bloom. She's a florist, and her first name is Lily, and her last name is Bloom. Bloom. Yeah, Lily Lou, that's a cute name. Sam says, and Seamus Finnegan, lol, the most Irish name ever. Yes, thank you, exactly. And Luna Lovegood, who is a spacey good character, her name is Luna Lovegood. Joe Smith. Yeah, I know. But seriously. Lily Bloom. But, Lily Lou is my... that's a cute name. I'm gonna name some Lily Lou now. But yes, I love Luna Lovegood. But, seriously, J.K. Rowling should not be trusted to name things. And apparently neither should the lady who wrote that. There's something about it that just, come on now. That is such, to me, that's the children's book answer. My name is Lily Bloom and I run a flower shop. Can you find 10 hidden ladybugs in my flower shop? You know what I mean? Dirty Woods says, depends on the whimsy level of the story. It is about generational domestic violence. So again, I have not seen the movie, so I can't make a comment on what it, like, how much it... Okay, so okay, no, we should not laugh at domestic violence. But yes, it would be like if they named the guy Bruiser Big Fist. Harry says the Pixar animators wanted to name Sully Johnson, but they said no because they already had Woody and couldn't get away with more. But no, this is apparently some fucking sad family drama. Not like to watch with your family. Ooh. That's the new neighbor, like the new guy. Well, honey, a new guy started at my work today. Oh, yeah? Well, his name is Lips Von Kisser. He seems like a nice guy. Like, what the fuck? Lily Bloom. Just... Oh, that's just so ridiculous. I strongly object to that. Seriously, I told Lips Von Kisser about it, and he was like, what? And I was like, I know, right? Oh, Ari. Look. This is going to be a gnome hat. And it's a pineapple. Oh. You got mail. You can open it whenever you want. Be advised that one end is like if the box looks like this, like 95% of it, like a bar, is filled up with those plastic things, and all of your stuff is on one end. Ari says, OMG, pineapple, we're making pineapple gnomes, and I think those are a little small. I think we want these bigger. Okay, so these are their pineapple heads. Balls. Yep, I was going to say, depending on which end you open it from, it's just going to be a cascade of balls, my baby. Okay. And so we're making 6 pineapple gnomes. Why 6? Well, because we made 6 carrot gnomes. And why 6 carrot gnomes? Well, the original wad of clay, the orange clay that we grabbed off of the block of orange clay, we split it into pieces, and the most logical split based on size was 6. So now, by default, everything else is in 6s. Sam says, I was curious about that movie, though. I want to see it. Yeah, I won't be watching it, but not because I object to it, but just because I don't watch movies like that. That's not, like, I'm like, how dare that movie? It's just not my jam. Okay. We need brown for bodies. So there's our hats. And now we need 6 little bodies. No! Sam says, I didn't know there was... Yes, there is. Yes. Apparently, it's about... And I'm sorry, anyone who doesn't want spoilers for this movie, don't listen, but I haven't seen it. All I know is what I've seen in the People magazine. And apparently, there's domestic violence, like generational. It's called It Ends With Us. Because they're like, we want domestic violence like our parents or whatever. And it's based on her mom's real life story. And I saw a thing that somebody, like, they went in to watch it and didn't know what it was because I just went with their mom and sister to the movies, and then they all came out crying. Watch The Iron Claw with me. No cry movies. Everything makes me cry. I don't need crying movies. And Sam says, Oblivious And Jared was, it's obvious by the name of the movie, and see, I didn't get that in the slightest. Oh, you need me? Oh, then okay, yes. Then we can totally watch something and cry together. I hate crying movies. Can we rewatch The Last of Us? I don't think I can do Iron Claw. Dirty Ones, I tear up just thinking about it. It's beautiful. No! No! Seriously, too many things already make me cry. I do not need something in my brain that will make me tear up just thinking about it. I already have those, and I don't need more. And Sam says, my aunt really wants me to watch Me Before You. I don't know what that is. And Jared says, the sadness is just the price you pay. No! Harry says, I don't know of it. It's a movie about a wrestler, and apparently it is incredibly, incredibly fucking sad. Just heartbreakingly sad. That is really the only thing I've heard about it. And I heard about it from Mr. Dirty Blood and somebody else. That it is just booper sad. Harry says, heck. Dirty Blood says, the end payoff is worth the pain. I don't know about that. Sam says, it has the chick from Game of Thrones in it. Emilia Clarke? A dude gets paralyzed and his mom hires her to take care of him. Harry says, I like a good cry though. Oh! Then watch it. If you like to cry, watch that movie. Like, if I just think about certain things too hard, they make me cry. I almost cried the other day. Well, actually, I did shed a tear the other day when the guy came into my work and played Rachmaninoff and then the Nutcracker on the piano, like, right there. And it was so beautiful, I cried. That kind of stuff already makes me cry. I don't need to be having sad movies in my brain. And Eric says, I just have to watch One Piece. LOL. No. I'm already a tear factory. Eric says, everyone has a traumatic backstory. No moms here. Well, I mean, it makes sense, I guess. People are more sympathetic toward characters with flawed backgrounds when they make bad decisions. Dirty Wood says, fictional sadness distracts from real world sadness. See, that is not how it works for me. That is not how it works for me. Okay, so now we're making them 6 little bodies. And some of them are way bigger than others, but not all the pineapple things are the same size. So, but no, it does not distract me from real world sadness. It just adds to my sadness pile. I've got a pile. Doesn't need to get any bigger. The horse! See, the horse brings me joy. I really like that horse. Gotta burn it out. No! I keep telling you, no! See, you need to add more joy to your life. Would you like to watch some videos with me about small children? Or like, you know, just like a little kid who takes their first steps? Or somebody who reunites with their dog? Oh, I love that screaming Luigi. Oh yeah, are you opening your box? Are you finding good things? Yeah. Good thing we wiped our hands down. I see that on Twitter all the time. The screaming Luigi? Oh, small doses. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's different though. Ari says, what's in the box? Yeah, all of the mail I sent out recently, everybody got way more stuff. So Ari says, so many balls. How many are these? I don't know. I didn't count. But you know how, like, I'll go to Ross and I'll find, like, a set of, 2 or 3 balls for, like, $12.99. And that's where we got, like, the unicorns and the weird shell babies where you had to shake them until their eyeballs foamed. Remember those? All of those come in different balls. And Rustic says, we want all the balls. Yeah, that is, like, many, many, many months worth, though. That's not, like, recent. Ari says, there's got to be 50 halves. Yep. Uh-huh. Because I don't like throwing them in the garbage. And so, like, I don't throw them in the garbage. I just put them in, like, a Ross Dress for Less bag and just keep them and now they all went to you. And I don't have any more. But yeah, think of all the mini verses, like the mini brands and the mini verse, the little foods. Same as upcycling. Absolutely. That is exactly what I want to do with those because it's one of those things. If you give somebody one of them, it's like, what the hell am I going to do with this? But if you give somebody 50 of them, then all of a sudden they have the makings of an entire project. They can do something with that. I'm surprised I don't have safety holes. Someone's getting sued. And see, like, these, the Miniverse ones, they have safety holes because this has a lid, like a thing that goes in there. Safety hole. And on the bottom, safety holes. And people are wondering, why safety holes? So a child doesn't, like, suction it to their face. Or like a baby. And Aries is like the Pokeballs from the 90s, right? Okay, we got bodies. We got hats. Actual next step. Make little tops. We got to make little tops out of green. And we want... Hang on, we're going to see what the reclaim tray has to offer us before we find the green. Yeah, I want a brighter green. We're just going to pull out the green box. Oh, and Gore and Boots are actually on my mailing list right now. Oy, I have stuff I need to send to them. But because it's me, it's not ready yet. Oh. But no, I showed Boots, Gore's wife, the other day. I showed her, because we had a video call, the little Smokies. And I told her I'd send her some little Smokies for her fridge. Because I need to do that. That's also on the list. Okay, yeah, that should be good for green. Ooh, and then our manifest also goes for a light green beard. So let's see what else we have. And oh, Sam, I saw that dress that you linked. That is cute. I was looking at it and it looks a little short for me to wear to work. But I've never looked at the clothes at my local Walmart, like not once ever. But now I'm totally going to. Sam said, screamed beef. I saw it and I was like, the long sleeves, but they're like the meshy and the dark flowers and just the, thank you. I was like really flattered that you thought of me when you saw that, because I looked and I was like, oh, I do love that.